closing deals. We're not just doing this because we don't have anything better to do. You want more bookings, you got to close more, right? If you want to close more, you got to talk more. You got to have more sales conversations. You got to have more reasons for people to say yes to you. So after all that's said and done, the point is you got to measure and adjust. You don't know how good or bad you're doing unless you are tracking how many conversations you're having, how many actions you're taking. And the actions I'm talking about, how many calls are you having? How many intakes are you doing? How many quotes are you delivering? How many closes are you doing? You got to track it to understand what your conversion is. Because one of the things that we talked about yesterday was, if you want 5 bookings a month or a quarter or whatever your time frame is, how many inquiries do you need to have? Somebody had that number down to science. They're like, I need 8, I need 40 on the top. So that immediately told me that they have a 30, I think it was like 29% conversion, right? You need to know those numbers. Those numbers help you drive what actions you need to be taking in your business. If you have, let's say, a 5% close rate, you're new at it, and I've been there. Let me just tell you, I've been there. I remember when I first started doing sales calls, and this is what we do. You guys are high ticket sellers. You got to be doing the same types of high ticket sales, and sales calls are one of them. You may not call them a sales call, but that's what it is. When you do a presentation for a client on a trip, and it's a multiple $1,000 trip, it's a sales call. Like, you may not call it that, but that's what it is. And so I remember when I first started doing these kinds of calls, like I would do, like, my conversion was like, I don't know, 2 or 3%. Like I was not knocking it out of the park. I was so depressed. I was like, I'm such a horrible salesperson. I'm never going to close anything. But you know how I got better? More conversations.